Today we're breaking down the Adidas Dame 8s, the Damian Lillard shoes. Let's go. What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It is Zach here with Tamster's Kicks. We're breaking down another Adidas basketball shoe. We got the Dame 8s in today. This is the Disney Pixar Incredible colorway, Mr. Incredibles. We're going to break these bad boys down today. Some pretty good things so far with the Dame line, and these ones are pretty sick. But before we get into that today, guys, make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button. If you guys haven't seen a basketball shoe video from me before, we're going to break down everything that has to do with the shoe. I hooped in them. We got traction, support, cushion, materials, fit, all that good stuff. We'll have the ratings towards the end of the video, so you want to stick around for that. And I mean, these bad boys came out a little bit ago, but retailed at $140, and we got some pretty cool colorways with the Dame 8s. And I like the collab they did with Disney, with Pixar, with the Incredibles here. So a couple nods here on the shoebox there. But pretty cool stuff. The traction on these, the outsole pattern allows for pretty good bite on all surfaces, and I did like how they played off the bat. That traction's pretty nice. Dames tend to have a pretty good solid like base and foundation for playing in, and I've loved that consistently with the Dame line. And they do some of that same stuff. They have this kind of on like, as you can see, like we have the red part here, and then the black part kind of surrounds the outer parts of that pattern. And it even says on the bottom of the shoe, on the red it says stick and move on the red part, which is the inner part, and then it says bob and weave on that black like outsole part, outer parts. And I love that because that like bob and weave part comes up on the sides a little bit, and that part really helps on shoes with like side to side movement. So I love the traction pattern actually on these. The cushion provides great balance of stability and support throughout the Dame 8. So the cushion here, even says right here, but it's a Bounce Pro. It's like a dual density thing. You have like this yellow part here combined with the orange. It's just like a dual layered cushioning system. So it's different from like Trae Young's, other Adidas hoop shoes. What do you got? Derrick Rose, James Harden, just barely pulled out the Donovan Mitchell's. Those ones too. They all got different ones. So Dame likes this Bounce Pro, which kind of adds like a stacking unit to the cushion. It feels good. Definitely needs to be broken in a little bit, but it has some pretty good bounce off the jump combined with the traction. I do like how it plays, and I mean durability wise, it's pretty solid. Combined with the traction, you got good grooves, stuff like that, so it does play super well. Next, the materials highlight the Mr. Incredibles theme colorway throughout the Dame 8s. And the materials are made with recycled materials. Kind of gives some Cosmic Unity vibes. The Nike basketball shoes came out a little bit ago. But yeah, it's kind of interesting because there's definitely different materials throughout. Kind of have some like little nubucky, like suede-ish kind of materials towards this back heel. You have a tighter textile here, and then a little bit of woven pattern here to help with like lockdown here in the mid. It's pretty nice. I didn't really like this tongue. The fit of the tongue is kind of weird to me. It took away from a lot of the things I liked about the shoe because it does fit kind of weird. But the materials all around were breathable. It's a little bit heavier than like a Dawn or even like a Trae Young, but that's because of that dual stacking unit there, and a little bit of more weight from the materials, but they feel good. The fit, definitely true to size, simple, easy. They not very much dead space beside with this tongue. I don't know if there's like a little bit just too much room here in the midfoot area, and the cut of the tongue is a little interesting, but it's like just like a cushion, like pretty thin, like cushiony tongue, like nothing much to it, but it's not super like thin and plasticky, so it does feel comfortable, but the fit's definitely true to size. Support on these is solid. We just have a basic TPU plate all around here, and that is with that combination of the switch of the materials. You also have a little bit of ankle padding. Most people you see like super far back, like Achilles padding back towards this part of the shoe, but his kind of wraps more around to the sides of the ankle, which I did like. It didn't actually hurt very much. Like they're pretty soft, like cushion. They're like little textile bubbles that kind of go towards the middle part of the foot, so they're pretty nice, and the support is solid. I think Dames have always had pretty solid like support. I think the cut of them is really nice, so another strong contender here from Dame. Traction pattern, we're giving these an 8.5. I did like the bounce, I like the cut, and I like that dual like kind of how they have that middle part tapered to like moving, like sticking and going like forward, backward, and then they have the side parts for the weaving. I like that. Combined with the cushion, I'd also give it an 8.5. I like that dual stacking. They're pretty solid, and durability wise, they tend to last really well. I have some of my old Dames. They've lasted for like 2 years now. and I beat those up. So they're pretty nice, and this is another one that you can definitely beat up. Materials, my low spot is a 7.5. I'm not the biggest fan of what they have going on here. Materials with some of the Dames have been kind of interesting. Again, they're durable materials. They're not going to break down or kind of like rip out. I still haven't ripped out of those other Dames I have. But I don't like the feel of them as much on these ones. A little bit heavier, not as breathable as I'd like on them. And then with the fit, we're going to 8 out of 10. It's just a solid, true to size fit, and the support as well, 8 out of 10. Yeah, it's just solid. Like, it gets the job done. There's not much dead space. I did kind of mention that tongue, so watch out. Maybe your foot might not like that kind of midfoot area, but I mean, they tie up well. You definitely will want to go to this top one because the cut down here leaves a lot of space up here. So as long as you tie them all up, support's good. But let me know what you guys think about the Dame 8s down in the comments. That's it for this video. Pretty good, pretty fire Adidas shoe. I think Dame just continues to hit with his, but we'll see you guys on the next one.